Hi, I'm Catherine, the creator of Shia and the Jetsons Community Preservation of the Promised Land. I have already started on the magazines, of course, and I want to thank you so much. Oh my goodness, Teresa's donated $500 because my volume is low, and she said that I needed to get a new get a microphone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your $500 donation. Thank you. Um, that half of that money is going into Bitcoin. I had bought. You got to buy some Bitcoin. I just discovered yesterday. I just put $10 in there because I don't I just wanted to see if it works because the banks are going out, and I put $10 in there and it's $17 now, and that was 2 days ago. So I was like, oh my god. So then I put 150 in there, and now it's because I have had it over here too, and now it's so I put 150 in there. I put 158. Well, it added up to 158, and now it's I don't know like 170 something in a day. So, and I don't know about cryptocurrency or anything like that. I don't know. Oh, no, what am I saying? I do know. In fact, I was gonna do this 8 years ago, but I forgot it because I waited like everybody else waited. They said, "Oh, well, I'm gonna wait and see what happens." I'm not gonna put my money on that, and I was just doing the same thing like everybody else. And I should have did that. I should have put money, at least something on there to just see what happens. I regret that, and everybody I know regrets that now that they put because all you gotta do is just try it. Just put buy Bitcoin, don't buy lithium. Because my daughter she just got lithium the day before yesterday, and she said it's not going nowhere right now. But Bitcoin is moving. It's always moving, but it's always moving though. It's always moving. So what happens is they'll put $5 a day on your $1. So if you get because you make money as you sleep. So it'll just add up to that. It'll be like up to 500, up to 500, $5 a day on your dollar. So it'll be like $3 a day, or it won't be nothing a day. It'll just stay, or it'll go down. But what it'll go down is the cents, not the dollars. You'll still collect that $5, but you'll still be moving ahead. But if you go down, you'll go down only by cents, like 50 cents, 10 cents, 45 cents. 70 cents. You can go, on a dollar. But you still keep that extra dollars that you're still collecting. So let me see what my assets are. Oh, it's $166. It's $166. Oh, this is on my daughter's birthday. I got it on the December 29th. That's my daughter's birthday. The one that I'm taking care of the babies right now, where Nevada says that you can't have THC in your system, and if you do, if you breastfeed, then they're gonna take your baby. If you breastfeed your baby, because you have a little bit of marijuana in your system, they'll take away your baby. Okay, this is and that's the law in Nevada, and they have the Area 51 because they steal children. This is what I'm talking about. Like you can't have a government system telling you what to do. This is why I think this is why this currency came about because it literally is going to drop the dollar or drop the banks, and they've been saying it over and over again. And I haven't been listening to it because I've been busy, you know, doing the Promised Land thing, so I haven't really been paying attention. But I'm telling you, 8 years ago, I was going to put $100 on lithium and then on Bitcoin. But if I were you, just put $10 on Bitcoin. Put $100 on Bitcoin. Put $100 on Bitcoin. See what happens. Just see what happens. The next day it'll be like $104, right? The next day, $103, $102. But every day, at least if you're holding on to your dollar, at least because the U.S. dollar is not going anywhere. But at least if you have the Bitcoin, at least it's going somewhere because it acts as if it's gold. And it's not. It's just an algorithm. What Bitcoin is an algorithm that just keeps going up and up and up. That is your money. So your algorithm, whatever you pay, whatever you buy, it could be $10, it could be $5. It's an algorithm. So, but what I started off with was I started off with $10. I just put $10. I just wanted to see what happens on my daughter's birthday on December 29th, and that was so I started. Okay, so it was okay. So that was $14. So it was $10, and then oh, that's right. And then they'll give you $4. They give you $4 because they want you to know how to play, how to do this thing. So they'll say, "What is Bitcoin?" And so when you press it, boom, you get $1 just by pressing it. And then they'll say, okay, and then they'll tell you what is Bitcoin. How do you play Bitcoin? Boom, and then you get $1 for that. So okay, so it added up to $14.95, and all I paid was $10. So now it's up to okay. So then it went to from December 29th all the way it added up to let's see, it added up to 15, 16 to December 31st. It went up to $15.16. Okay, so from $10 on December 29th to December 31st, it went up to $15.16. Then I put $150 on it. Remember? Okay, so then from $150, it went right here. It went to 164. So $150 plus the 14, it's 104. It's 164. Now it is. Let me see. Let me. Oh, it's 166. Let me see. Oh, okay, it went down. 165. 165 because remember it was 166. It was 166. I saw it. I saw it was 166. Now it's 100. Now it's 165, 62, and so it's gonna go up because it goes up and down. But it still goes up no matter what. It's on an algorithm, so you don't. So and it's not money. What I'm saying is that it's not money. It's money. Of course, you can buy anything with it because you get a debit card with it. You have a checking account. You have the same thing as a bank. It's the same thing. You just have to but in order for you to have the Bitcoin, you have to put your money in Bitcoin. You have to buy Bitcoin in order to be in the Bitcoin bank account. Yeah. And then the bank account will fall away just like the Uber did. So just like the Uber did. I don't know why I'm talking about this to you guys because I just started this and you guys probably are not even into. Or of course you probably are. What am I saying? But the people that donated, I'm quite sure. The people that donated, I'm quite sure you guys are into it because yeah, thank you so much. Oh my goodness, but $500, thank you so much. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that with the $500, I want it to grow. I don't want it to just, you know what I mean? And what I'm doing is that I'm putting it into a Bitcoin my business account. The promised land has a business, right? So there's going to be a Bitcoin promised land. So it can grow so that we can hurry up and get the promised land faster because um, when I have a Bitcoin, I can transfer that to other businesses like an attorney and stuff. Okay, so look at that because but that's gonna raise up because I noticed from the $10 that I put on here how it goes up and down, but it still keeps going up no matter what. It still keeps going up. That $10 that I put in there went from $10 to 14.96, and then it just got up and up and up. until it reached 15, 16. And then from there, I just put the 150. And then it just went from 150 to 164, 164 to what it is now, 165, 62. So no matter what, it's better to have your money on Bitcoin because it's moving forward while you're sleeping. Yay. Okay, but this is what I was gonna show you. I wasn't even gonna show you Bitcoin. I don't know. I just be going on a tangent. Ooh, I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you Dabu Seven. Now, with uh with Dabu Seven, he showed the fires that was in Colorado. It's the same fires that was happening in California. And I was telling you about the Book of Encounters. Here, the Book of Encounters here, where uh, those tall black men said that they were gonna drop some bombs in California and stuff. And so I think that that's some sort of connection to what's going on with Colorado because, like I said, the motherships that's going to be picking up people are going to be everywhere. So it's, I mean, because black people are everywhere and they're picking up the multi-God children right here that it says in the Book of Encounters. But here, let's just listen to him. And what they did was people they fled for their lives. They were running for their lives because it was let's see, what was it called? Energy beams or something like that, right? That was always being lit up in Northern California. That's how all of the properties are gone from there. They just completely demolished all of there's no housing there up in Northern California because everything is just burned. I mean, unless they, quickly rebuild, but I can't imagine somebody being quickly rebuilding all that fast. That's crazy.
This is Dabu 7, an update to the fires that have ravaged Colorado. Many people out there ran out of their homes last minute, out of nowhere. This happened rather quickly. And I wanted to share with you here a few different images. First off, this is a screenshot from Above Ground World News in a video that they put out showing everything that was going on in the atmosphere right before the fires broke loose. In this odd beam, if you will, what I dubbed a beam of energy, picked up on this radar, and it happens right before the fires start. Now, the authorities in the mainstream media immediately come out and say that they think that this was due to downed power lines. They think. Okay? 30,000 people calls to evacuate. They're saying that dry conditions and 100-mile-an-hour winds are fueling this. You can see here. It says authorities believe that the wildfires were sparked by downed power lines and spread rapidly. Yet they haven't shown us exactly where or anything like that. We're trying to get to the root of this, trying to find out exactly where it did start. And now neighborhoods look like this.
Look at that.
Entire neighborhood wiped out. I mean, it's shocking. And shout outs to the folks that are out there dealing with this. Again, prayers going out. You can just see spot after spot ravaged. There's an airline passenger aboard a flight from Denver captured this bird's eye view of the fires. Look at that, just lit up below. Looking apocalyptic. So that's bad right there. We're going to leave a link here so you guys can check out more images. And I will continue to tweet out information connected to this as well. We've now got a crazy weather system heading our way. I'll be dropping information on that. And if you've got info you want me to get out there, let me know. Dapu7 at yahoo.com. I'll leave links below in the description. Until next time, this has been Dapu7. Much love. Stay safe out there. And hit that subscribe button for more.
Yeah, so that's that's crazy. That's crazy. So um, it just seems like that they're clearing out areas, neighborhoods. They're clearing out cities. Um, you know, making let me see, that's in Colorado, huh? Yeah, so making uh flatlands for different areas and stuff. And so but I wanted to just give a shout out to Teresa. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. It's spelled the name is spelled, it doesn't spell like Teresa, it's spelled differently too, so I don't know if I'm saying it right. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Okay, so it's spelled it's spelled Terecita. Thank you so much. And yes, I'm hoping that you can hear this. I've tried to turn up the volume. I hope you can hear. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy me a microphone. Thank you so much. Please, everyone, thank you for all of your donations that you sent in the past. All the people that donated way before. Thank you. But that $500 donation, and then everyone that's just donating, thank you so much because the magazines. And that's what I wanted because this is what I really have to get because I really have to get this done. So I haven't been really making any videos because I have to get this magazine done. Thanks to your donation. See, I couldn't do it without you, so that's why I need the donations, and I really appreciate it really because um, it costs a lot of money to make magazines and to distribute it out to everyone. Okay, so now this one here, if you could see here, oops. If you could see, these are not all magazines. These are like campaigns too, where it'll be distributed like flyers. But this is the main one that I'm working on right now, and then this one is the Jetsons, where let's see, open that. It's loading. Anyway, okay. So I'm working on this one here, and this is now the sky is by Katherine Irvin. She and the Jetsons. So right here will just be the front and back cover. Now the sky will be visible there in the magazine because this is how we're going to be taking flight. We're literally going to be flying in our Jetsons, and so this will be a presentation to like Elon Musk, people like philanthropists like him, that would like to see the um, the functions, of the Shia and the Jetsons, the Shia and the Jetsons, of how we'll be able to fly from one Shia facility to another, um, and which is because these are theme parks that we would live in. Other people who are not of our race would be able to come in and enjoy themselves in the theme park. Of course, they would pay like everybody else. It's just that black people would run it because we own it, and so we would run each facility the way that you guys have built it because it's your promised land in your state, in your area that you're in right now. Because 640 acres is yours, according to your great grandparents that was in the states that they live in. They were pushed and removed from their homelands in each state in the 1830s, in which treaties were formed. Many different treaties were formed. So the point about a treaty is that is that the victim, the indigenous person, was negotiating with someone who came to them from another foreign land, another country, okay, and to negotiate it with them to the of the land. But the bottom line is the person who is indigenous is railroaded from their land. This is what happened to us. We were railroaded, period. No matter if it happened in the past or not. We're still paying rent in the present. So if we're paying rent on our own land now, something must have happened to us in the past that made us pay rent on our own land. How you going, what? How you going to come out of your mama womb? Come out of your mama womb when you little, knowing you got to pay some rent. That's not. When God put you here, God didn't tell you to pay rent. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It did 40,000 years ago. So when we were placed here when we came here on spaceships and we landed in in Mexico, where those pyramids are at, because those are pyramid UFO landing pads. Those are UFO landing pads. Okay, so when we were landing there, so what? People just said, "Oh, you got to pay rent." When we were the cultivators of the land, we cultivated the land. We're the ones that put the poppy seeds down there. That now the Arabs is all going Google Gaga over and shit. We're the ones that put the cocaine down there. We're the ones that put all the medicines and things that white people are just going crazy over. And we're in which locking us up for marijuana. Like, damn, it's our shit. How we gonna be locked up for our own shit? The hell? See that? See, when I talk about them being a parasite, I don't mean that in a bad to be mean about it. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about in a real literal sense. Like that's what a parasite would do, wouldn't it? Like if someone comes from another country that's not your land, it's not your land, and you come there and you break into somebody's home, kill half their people, and then you sell them half their food that they're already eating in their house, and you gotta sell them. No, you selling all their food, right, and you can't even live in your house no more. You gotta get out of your house, and you gotta pay for your own food. I mean, this is just what happened. Like if you was to think about it, like in another sense, like you know what I'm saying? Like somebody just came into our land and just made us pay. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. That has to and that is stopping. It's stopping. And ooh, guess what? I still haven't heard a siren. I still haven't heard any sirens at all. Not at all in um, New Year's. Not at all. There's no sirens. I haven't heard any. I've been talking for 23 minutes. Like yesterday, there was no sirens on New Year's. Okay. Wait, well, this is New Year's. I mean, well, New Year's Eve. There's no. Usually there's like police cars and stuff. And then I got a comment where it's like, yeah, it's pretty quiet over here too. And he's in New York. But now I think the reason why Chino Hills don't have any police officers like that anymore like that is because we're like an off-brand city. We're not like a we're in Los Angeles County, but we're not we're right borderline of Los Angeles, but we're not Los Angeles. So I guess if our city is an off-brand shoot city, then we probably won't get that much funding anyway for to have policing like that. It would only probably come to the major cities, right, for funding. So that's probably why there is no there is no police service. That means that people have to take themselves to the hospital because well, I find that to be I find that to be very interesting. You want to know why? Because I was saying this 5 years ago that this was going to happen, where it's not going to be any police officers. Okay, so if it's not going to be any police officers, what do you think? What do you think is going to happen? Because now, now, uh, there's talk of quarantine. There's talk of quarantine now. You know. Oh, you gotta watch Net Most Wanted. You gotta watch Net Most Wanted because I'm telling you, I saw it. It was in three of his videos. It was talks of that, and I told you what, and you know what would happen if Hillary took office because she was talking about the FEMA camps even before that, and it's funny. Oh, that's what I wanted to show. Oh yeah, shout out to Louisiana Tay. Ooh, he showed the Bobby Hemmett. Hold on. Let me go to the Bobby Hemmett one. Remember I was telling you about Oh, I'm so glad he made this video. You don't even know, y'all. Let me see. Okay. Ooh, remember? Oh, that's right. You gotta go on my Facebook to see
The
that.
Gilead give black people an overwhelming desire for organization and organized religion. You see what I'm saying? And organized religion, because they know that based on certain organization is keeping you from thinking. Now, what I'm saying is that I'm not saying that there's organizations that is not viable. But what I'm trying to say is that there's got to be a balance if you're in an organization. You got to balance that off for doing your own individual study. And if your own individual study leads you in a contradiction to what they talk about, it means you kind of leave. Because ultimately, only you got to keep your own salvation.
Hmm.
Since you are God.
Right.
Always keeping them, these religions, on the side of the mundane and religious morals.